Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome to our channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a sneaker customization on these white Air Force Ones. I'm going to be turning these white Air Force Ones into these Louboutin inspired custom Air Force Ones. You got the spikes on the front and you got that painted red sole. It looks so good. I'm going to do an on fit as well, so make sure you stay to the end, and throughout the video I'm going to be showing you what you need and how to do this custom. Before I start though, shout out to MG Kicks as well, because that's where I got the inspiration from. So I'll leave his channel in the description. I'm going to get into the custom now. Hopefully you enjoy, and yeah, peace out, let's get it. Okay, so the stuff that you need for this custom, you'll need these, which are these studs that I got off of Amazon. And then they also come with these screws so that you can screw them in from underneath to actually pierce through the holes in the shoes, because the holes don't go right through, there's like a fabric underneath them. So to pierce it, I'm going to be using matches, a candle, and I got this, I think it was a toothpick, and I'm going to heat up the toothpick and then I'll just poke through the holes just like that, and it'll heat the holes up and then it'll melt the fabric around, and then that way then I'll be able to push the metal screws up through underneath the shoe and then tighten the studs on at the front. So that's what I'm going to do now. Let's get into it. Before I start poking the holes through the shoes, I'm just going to take the laces out just to make sure that I don't accidentally set the laces on fire. So to be able to melt the fabric underneath of the leather, I'm just going to get the toothpick, heat it up a little bit, not too hot because I don't want to accidentally burn the toothpick. And then I just have to use the toothpick and poke that through the hole. Just like that. And that way I can move it around then and it'll melt all the fabric underneath. Okay, so now that I've poked all of the holes through using the heat to melt the fabric underneath, I'm going to use this tool. I'm not sure what it's called, but basically I'm not going to heat it up. It's a much thicker version of the toothpick thing. So basically I'm going to use this and I'm going to poke it through each of the holes and then just move it around, and that way it should separate any fabric. So this will just make any ripped hole by the heat bigger using this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so now for this bit where you put the studs through. So if you just take the little screw and then if you just put it underneath, I'm just using this metal tool so I can find out where the hole is, and then I can just push all the remaining fabric back down. And then I'm just going to use these pliers to just slightly pull it out just to make sure there's enough of it. You don't want to pull too hard because you don't want to ruin the thread. And then whilst you're pulling, you just poke your finger up where it is, so that when you screw it on, you're able to hold it in place. Then I'll just be able to tighten it on. And yeah, that's it basically. That's how you get it on. So now I've got one on. You can see it won't fall off or anything. So now I've done this one, I'm just going to get into doing the rest of them. So I finally finished putting all of the spikes in. They look good. It's a little bit messy in between the edges, but I'm just going to clean that off once the whole shoe's done. And now that I've done this, I need to paint the soles red, just like this one here. And to do that, I'll be using a paintbrush, and I'll be using Angelus's Direct Fire Red paint. But first I've got to use acetone to get all the factory finish off of the sole, so I'm going to do that now. So I've got the acetone, and basically I'm just going to put it onto a cotton pad, only a little bit, and then if I just wipe it across the bottom of the sole, it'll just take the factory finish off, and that way the paint will adhere to the sole better.
Perfect, 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 perfect.
Now they're completely done. Custom Louboutin Air Force. So before I get on to the on feet, hopefully you did like this video. It was actually really fun to do. It took a while, and putting in the spikes was pretty difficult, but after a while it came kind of easy and it wasn't too hard. But yeah, hopefully you did like this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you think of this custom. Without further ado, I'm going to get on to the on feet. Peace out.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Ching damn, back at it again. Skip with the vans, fresh the hoodie. Keep my pockets smelling of money. Taking out, nah, don't be funny. What's the track, give out a hook? This one, Peter Pan, come on, do shit, sing along. Holding the plan, he said come kick it in Neverland. Moved a few pair of shoes, made a couple of grand. Blue in the Gucci, I'm back on the web, cloud surfing the bands. Come with a new naughty Spider-Man. Hey Spidey.